Hey guys, how's it going? This is my first ever live stream in my new house, which will have complete silence because I'm the only one living here. So today, I know I said yesterday that I was going to, cover Marianne's live stream when I got home, but I thought about it and I thought, it'd be great. This would be perfect opportunity to me to start my own live stream within my first home. So let's react to this. It's her interview with a former boxer named Darnell Bone, or Boone, I should say. And I have no idea why, after literally 2 weeks of not being around, well, actually over a month. Hey, Miss Independent. After literally over a month of not being on the internet, that she comes back and she comes back doing this. Hey, Saint. Hey, Miss Independent. Good to see you guys. She just comes back into making this seemingly random interview with somebody I don't think many of us know who he even is. But you know what? Let's go ahead and see what she has to say. Hey, Sassy.
Hello, YouTube friends. I've been missing in action, but I'm back. I've been busy with pre-production, and you guys know family and work. But I have a great and
Pre-production of what? You never made no announcements of some new video or movie, so I don't know what you mean pre-production of what.
interview for you guys today. We're gonna have fun this summer.
Hey, William.
To kick off, I'm here with former boxer Darnell Boone.
What's up? Indeed.
How are you,
I'm
Darnell?
doing pretty good.
Thank you for granting me this interview. I
No, no
really
problem.
appreciate that. Now, before we dive
She's acting like this is an exclusive dude who we all, famous dude who we all should know. And he might be a former boxer and maybe, had earned his own thing. I don't know the dude myself, but I'm just saying, she's acting like she just got an exclusive. And it's like, like yes, we want her back on, right? But it's not like anybody. It's and I'm not disrespecting the man. I'm just saying it's not like anybody she interviews is like major things. Like she literally interviewed like a month ago that guy claiming that he did bloody freaks and what have you, and we all saw how much he was a liar. So, I'm just saying anybody who gets interviewed by Marianne Lorient is not big fish. That's all I'm saying. Flirts with male guests, even the gay ones. Miss Independent.
into the interview, why don't you tell our viewer a little bit about yourself, like where you're from,
Oh,
and
okay.
your schooling background, as far as you go, and then we'll dive into the juicy questions.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, I'm Darnell Boone. I'm from Youngstown, Ohio, born and raised. Um, but I didn't always stay there. Moved to Atlanta and all that stuff. But I went to Woodrow Wilson High.
And Cleveland,
It's Youngstown.
Youngstown, Ohio.
Yep. So
I can barely hear this dude. He needs to speak up.
just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
What the fuck? He's just saying, it's like, dude, if you need to drink some water, drink some water. But goddamn, at least speak up so we can hear what you're saying.
All right. So he's originally from Ohio, from Youngstown. He did move to Atlanta, and now he's back. Now let's dive into. Tell our viewer, how did you stumble into the world of boxing?
Well, I was taking somebody else to the gym. I was taking my little brother to the gym. I ended up moving out of the house, and he came to the house one day crying. Nobody was taking him to practice. I'm thinking he's playing football or something. I'm in the streets, so I know where everybody play at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I'm not gonna lie. This story is sounding very boring. I'm just saying right now, right here and now, he's barely speaking on audio levels. He's not making. I don't see why we should care about his upbringing. This is sounding very boring.
about the
Right,
field. So I'm like, well, what team do you play for? He
right.
said, no, I box. I said, you
Singular
box?
person.
That was new to you.
Yeah, so I'm the big brother. I'm like, where's the gym at around here? You know what I'm saying? So he like,
Okay.
it's around the corner.
Good
I'm
seeing
like,
you, just
okay, well, I'm gonna take you. We didn't know he had a couple fights already.
Oh.
I don't even know to this day who even signed his slip so he can even start.
Okay,
You know,
okay. So the
so
family was bliss about it.
yeah, so it
Okay.
was five of us that went. It was me, my cousin Andre, my cousin Wayne, my
Uh-huh.
little brother, my little cousin Marvin, rest his soul, and my cousin Andre.
Okay.
Um, so we all no Dwayne. Dwayne went with.
I don't know either. I think it's just because, her going up with Umar kind of dried up pretty quickly, and her federal investigation and fake check thing went basically nowhere. So now at this point, she's trying to reinvent herself as I guess, a newscaster of some kind, so that so she can like pivot and somehow get her following back. But here's a fun fact: her shit actually went down. It's very interesting. When she left for like a whole month, we didn't her shit stayed the same at like 4,000 and 0.06 subscribers, and then literally after she did this interview, it went down like by another percent. So it's weird to me how her shit stayed the same before she was doing an upload, and then she does an upload where now she actually is allowing comments, which was crazy, and her shit still goes down. That's how bad she is at YouTube. You called for it earlier. We're just missing Sweet DJ. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where Sweet DJ is. I hope she comes in soon.
Us. And we all went up there to see him, you know what I'm saying, work out, you know what I'm saying, do his thing. So we
Right.
get in there.
Mm-hmm.
I might have fell in love with the atmosphere in there, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Wow.
good God. I
But I
got
had
to speed this
always
up.
rode past this building
Okay.
and seen people
Okay.
jump roping and stuff outside. So,
I
I
got to
am
speed this up
oblivious
somehow.
to the gym. So we
Right.
get in there and I asked the trainer, let me work with somebody.
Oh,
He
okay.
like, nah, he laughed it off and walked away.
Because he felt you were not trained.
Yeah,
to
so
do- okay.
so I'm like, walk around the gym, I'm looking at all the pictures and stuff that's on the wall.
That
And
inspired you?
actually no. Like I didn't go in there to be a fighter. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying? I was just
okay.
taking my little
You
brother.
just take your
So
brother
I'm
and
just
then
in there.
Rosetta, not only is he talking slow, but he's saying it in such a low volume that I can barely understand what he's even trying to say. It's like he came to the interview at 6 a.m. and didn't even get a cup of coffee, or maybe he's dehydrated, like something. It's like this man is not fully awake. That's all I can tell. It's also super shady that she did that, and the guy does. Yeah, he hung up on her. Yeah, exactly.
Just you know what I'm saying, amazed by all the pictures and
Right,
stuff, the
right,
different
right.
boom boom, Harry Royal, all the different pictures that all the fighters that he had
Right.
or he
right.
trained, you know what I'm saying, just all just a whole boxing history thing in there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
So when we about to leave out, my brother wrapped his hand and stuff, we about to leave out. I said, what's up, man? You wanna work with somebody? He said, you really wanna work with somebody? I said, yeah.
Bro, get to your goddamn point. I mean, I know she asked you to explain how you became a boxer or stumbled into the world of boxing, but I mean, nobody cares about all these useless details. We don't. You got to keep a story. The thing about storytelling is you got to keep it interesting. Don't bog everyone down with all these pointless details that no one cares about. Like read the room. When you can tell that your story is boring, don't tell it. Skip a few details.
He said, look, who you gonna work with?
Okay.
I'm like, scared to gym. I said, give me him back there.
Uh-huh.
I did.
Oh, so now I'm
Was he like
okay.
the toughest one?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
actually, he was
So
actually the
you
best
went
one.
for the best one in the gym.
I didn't know at the time.
Okay,
I
okay.
didn't know until we got in there. So he's like, Kel, suit up. He suit me up, suit him up.
Uh-huh. What explain to the viewer what suit up means like?
Put the sparring gear on. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Oh, for the love of God, come on. We need to be explained what suit up means. Come on now. Hey, good seeing you, man. Like, come on. We don't need the definition of suit up. Like, it's in the word. It's in the word. Suit up. It means get ready. We don't need a definition for that. That's just can't read the room when nobody's in it. William. You got me there, William. I ain't got nothing to say about that. That's a good one right there.
I get
Okay.
to working.
Okay.
I've been
Did you
begging
get
the
a
whole time.
headgear also?
You have to put the headgear on, put the
Okay.
gloves on, and
Uh-huh.
stuff, growing protection.
Okay, okay.
First the bell ring, boom. I'm talking about he banged me up like real good.
Okay,
Like,
but you took it.
I'm landing shots.
I could summarize it in 2 seconds of what this dude just said. He got introduced. He saw some other people do it. He got into it. He suited up. He fought. Boom. He's a boxer. That's about all that it's really being said. And he's taking like getting on almost 5 minutes just to say that.
But
Okay.
I never controlled fault before, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm hurting him or not because he got a poker face. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Yep. Support
That's
the
one of the
struggle.
games.
So, yeah, so
Poker face.
he beat me. I'm talking about corner to corner.
Right.
I'm landing my shots, but I don't think they really phase him too much.
Okay.
The bell ring, I'm standing in the middle of the ring. I'm like laughing, like, oh yeah, you gonna put it on me. You know what I'm saying? So he said, man, you got a lot of heart to it. You good.
And you know the answer to that, Jessica, the reason why is because she's not really much of a producer. Like on the purest technical level, she can say that she did because she does have some movies under her belt, but that comes with the extreme nuanced understanding that a lot of them were done with just her cell phone, B, they were extremely low budget, and C, they only got 1 star. So it's like on the truest, basic, fundamental level, you can say, yeah, I'm a producer, I produced films, but it's not to such an extent that you're this grade A professional producer that everybody wants to be a part of, that everybody wants to get it. Oh, you have legions of fans. Like none of your films went to Hollywood. They're not Hollywood material. And that could be true too. She could have her own studio, like studio apartment or studio area where she convenes with her actors and whatever and sets up the little area, but it's still iPhone level filming, it's not cinema grade level. It's movie, it's iPhone on a budget. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
In this sport.
Wow.
And,
The boxer
The
told you.
boxer that I was in there with.
Wow.
And,
Who was he?
his name was Kelly Paplin.
Okay, was
Yeah.
he like, did
Yeah,
he make it?
he made it. He was a world champion before.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he ended up beating Jermaine Taylor twice.
Okay,
And,
okay.
yeah, so he told me that. He was in trainer asked me, well, you come back tomorrow? I look at the ring a little bit.
How do you drag what is essentially a 3-minute story and make it 5 minutes long, and you still manage to drag it when I'm literally putting this on 1.25 speed? That's incredible.
Look at the trainer. I look outside. I'm looking outside for a minute, like, sheesh.
That was the workout.
Yeah, look back at the trainer.
Mhm.
Look back at the ring and say, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, and that's how you stumble
That's
into the
how I
world of
started.
boxing.
Yeah. And I was in the gym maybe like 2 weeks before I had my first amateur fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you really dived into it quickly.
Oh,
You didn't
yeah,
waste
yeah.
any time.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, tell us, how long did your career span in boxing? How long did you box
Okay.
professionally?
I got all together with the amateurs and the pros. I got 23 years in,
Wow.
but it was off and on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was getting in trouble and stuff like that.
Okay.
Or if
Getting in trouble. Okay, so that means you. Okay, that just points for honesty, bro. Points for honesty, but that also establishes that you got a history problem as well.
like I beat a guy
Mhm.
that I wasn't supposed to beat, or like they thought he was too good, and I beat him, I wouldn't fight again.
Why do they do that? Are they set up?
Keep you,
Hey, academic, good to
keep
see
you
you.
out of the mix.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Because they don't want you to.
the mess up money. You
Oh.
know what I'm saying? Like, cause them guys, they got good managers, they got good promoters, they got good everything behind them. You know what I'm saying? That's pushing the machine. You know what I'm
Right. So
saying?
were you a freelance boxer?
Basically, yeah.
Wow. Why didn't you do the same setup? Like get a manager
Well, that would have been on my team that I started with.
and they didn't set you up like
Yeah, they
that?
didn't set me up like that.
If you could go back and do it over, would you?
Wait a minute. So he was a freelance boxer. So by that logic, he didn't really go pro. He just took whatever gigs they offered. Do I have that right? Like that's what a freelancer typically is. It's somebody who doesn't fully commit to one or the other and just does whatever is offered to him at the time. So it's not like we're talking about a legend. We're not talking about the Hurricane. Yep, please support Miss Independent. Um, she's trying to start up her own channel. She's a really good. I think she has a lot of good potential. Definitely go support her. I think she can really. I think she has the makings of a good live streamer herself because she's very good. Did a very good job being a co-host with me. Still can be a co-host whenever she wants. But definitely check her channel out, check her content out, and definitely go give her some subs. I checked this. Why is this crazy late woman back? Well, she's back because she ain't got nowhere else to go. I mean, think about it. This is literally her only platform, really. And I mean, it's a dying platform. Like she lost percentages of subs just making this live stream. I mean, not live stream. This video, this interview, as we call it. You're welcome, Miss Independent. But at the same time, it's like I get it. It's her only platform. It's literally her only home. So that's why she's back. She can't give up YouTube. YouTube's all she's got. She loses YouTube, and it's back to the iPhone films. And I'm glad it went well for you, Miss Independent. I'm glad it went well. I hope you're not in too much pain. But she's supposed to be rich, right? Exactly. I mean, she might be rich compared to most iPhone users. Just kidding. Okay, if you use an iPhone, I'm not calling you poor. Okay, don't go after my head for that comment, please. But I'm just saying, she might. The reality is, she might be doing okay. She might not be struggling, especially since she can afford wines. But she's definitely not amongst the rich elite.
I would do what I was saying.
The same way, the same
Yeah,
route. the
because
same
I
method.
actually made it farther than I would have did with them. The only thing with them was they had to pick the right fights and put me in the right fights to move
Okay.
ahead.
So for your
Man, I'm sorry to hear that your hand got broke, man. I broke my toe one time when I was a kid and, well, a teenager, really. And dude, that shit hurts so bad. I can't imagine breaking a larger bone. That was just a toe bone. To break a larger bone, oh man, I don't even want to imagine the pain that has to go through. Hope your hand recovers fully, man. Because I trust me, I know it hurts. I'm good. Okay. Yep, you got to be tough.
fight, how did your fight get selected? You selected?
No, my trainer.
Your trainer
Yeah, my
selected?
trainer and my financial advisor at the time, they would get the fights.
Okay,
And
okay.
I'm like, well, yeah, I trust y'all. So if y'all think I can beat them, line them up, I'm knock them down.
That's very true. Miss Independent does have real stuff. Unlike Marianne. Marianne, she wants to live in the dialed up internet era using an iPhone and a laptop. At least in Miss Independent, you'll get clear SteamYard, whatever device she chooses to use, like I use. I don't know why that icon flipped up when I said SteamYard. Okay, good. It's not voice activated. Anyway, but yeah, she uses good equipment, I would imagine, because like us, she lives in the 21st century, unlike Marianne, who seems to think she lives in the 80s. So definitely give her channel a look.
Yeah.
Okay, you trust their
Yeah.
opinion on proceeding in a
Yeah,
fight.
but they tried to actually like move me along real fast.
Okay, okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? And then my trainer and my financial advisor ended up getting in whatever they got into it with, but
Mm-hmm.
and they ended up splitting. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just me and my trainer and we're getting the fights. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, did that hurt you financially? That the
No,
financial
actually,
advisor?
no.
No.
The opponent make more than the actual fighter that they get.
Oh my God, this story is boring. I'm sorry, but this story is so fucking boring. No, I didn't know that a story about boxing can put me to sleep. But goddamn, this dude's story is boring as hell. All he keeps talking about is boxing this, boxing that, and yeah, that's the interview. But I mean, your story isn't interesting, my guy. You didn't make it to the big leagues. You didn't make it to anything major. Your argument, what you've told us, is you were a freelancer for 23 years. So sometimes you got professional fights, and sometimes you got amateur fights, but I'd imagine most of the time they were amateur, and you got into a lot of trouble as well. So, it's not like, you were a spick and span type of dude. You were a dude that occasionally got into fights, had an off and on career. literally got into trouble, and that kind of impacted your career. And the way you're telling the story is boring. Like, drink some coffee, get some water, whatever you got to do to wake up, man. Because this is interview is not the time for the interview is not the nappy time, my friend. It's not nappy time. Well, man, that's because I'm not doing it for money. Hey, sweet DJ, good to see you. We were just saying we were hoping to see you. And good luck, Miss Independent, because I do not want money for this. Okay? I always appreciate the support. I'm always happy when anybody likes that and they want to be a part of this and they want to, thank me and whatever. That's cool and all. But like I've always said, I'm not a leader of people. I'm one of the people. I'm Mr. John Q. Public. I don't want no money, no rewards, no nothing. I do it because I want to. Yeah, we were wondering. We thought Sweet DJ said nope, no Marianne, no show. Yeah, no problem, man. Rim Rum is occasionally live, and so is Trey. It's just I guess the reason why a lot of us just don't collaborate, we all just didn't really like collaborate like we used to back in the day, because a lot of the people we were commenting kind of like went silent or went stale. Like freaking Lene, she's around, but I mean it's just the same old story with her. Oh, I slept with Umar, and Marianne hadn't been back for over a month, and so yeah, and Rim Rum is great. And because of that, we kind of like, it's kind of like this, guys. As live streamers, we want to, we like doing the live streams, we like doing it, but we need content. And one of the struggles is, okay, what are we going to live stream about this time? What are we going to live stream about this? And we want to do it on subjects that really interest you. But unfortunately, it's a catch. It's kind of like a fishing game. We fish out to see what we like. We fish out to see what could be interesting. And, sometimes it sticks, sometimes it don't. But because that, what kind of united all of us together, which was against, Lene, Marianne, kind of like faded out. We all kind of just broke off into separate things. We still talk to each other. I still go into Rim Rum's lives, and I'm sure Rim Rum watches mine. We both definitely watch, Trey Boy Money and Mind Chaos Brew. But, just the thing that got us all united as a united front kind of just faded away. So we kind of just moved on into our own things,
Get them fight for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't really a hurt. The thing is with me was they never gave me time enough to train to get ready for the guy. Like my whole career was on short notice all the time.
Right.
Salute to Money Boy Trey.
With others.
Yeah, well, that's leading up too. But when you get to the fight, you figure this guy, he already been through his 12-week camp, and then he'll have a fighter fall out. So they call me a weekend, 5 days in, 3 days in, a weekend.
Yeah. So you had very little time to prepare.
Right. Okay. So I never really had time to.
What the hell? I mean, if you look at Marianne, she's looking at this dude like she's not giving a fuck about the story. You can look at how Marianne's looking at him. Hey, MBT, did you get into the live stream yet? I didn't see MBT. I haven't seen MBT yet. But anyway, if you look at how Marianne is looking at him, she don't give a damn about this goddamn story, and she knows it's boring as shit. And yet she's saying, and yet she's pretending to be all interesting and whatever. It's really, she's just flirting with this dude. Like, she might not be saying it directly. Yeah, good. Hey, Trey, did you know Marianne is back? I don't know why I can't see Trey though. It's weird. Right. Exactly. That's the type of look. It's weird. I don't see Trey on here. That's the weirdest thing. Okay, well, Trey, when you're here, man, I just want you to know that Marianne Lorient is back, and she actually lost a whole % of subs after she enabled her comment section, bro. Match made it. both be boring and take 50 minutes get to the point. Oh man. Okay, that's good. I don't know why I can't see him. There's some weird phenomenon going where oh wait. No, I don't see him. There's some weird phenomenon going to where it's like I had to. Yeah, I don't know why he's invisible. But Trey, even though I can't see you, just know that I didn't kick you out or nothing or make you invisible. It just somehow that's happened. I'm invisible on Rimrum's channel. I know, but on my perspective, I can't see him, and I don't know why that's happening because I went through the same similar issue with Rimrum's channel. For whatever reason, Rimrum. One day I was chatting on Rimrum's live stream and I couldn't see him, so he was invisible. I'm invisible to him, so I had to make a whole different account just so I could be visible. No, he's not blocked. I would never block Trey. So no, he's not blocked. I'm not blocked from Rimrum either, but for whatever reason, I had to use a different account. So I don't know what's going on there. So I'm sorry, MBT.
For nobody, but I was actually beating people.
Wow.
No mod
Yeah.
kicked him
Yeah,
out
and most of the time
because
I train
there's
myself.
only one
Okay,
mod, and
so-
that's Miss Independent.
Okay.
Yeah, so it turned out pretty good.
That's good. So, breakdown for the viewer. You mentioned your financial advisor. Does all boxer have a financial advisor?
Yeah.
What are their purposes?
Every last one of them, except for the ones that's just really just out there, just there to get a check.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them just freelance. Some of them go out. Some of them don't even have a coach when they go in,
Wow.
and they pick up a coach or a cut man while they had to fight.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Then they pay them a
A
little
cut man
couple
is who's on your ring side.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
if you get cut, you know what I'm saying? They fix you up. You know what I'm
Reach
saying?
you up. Okay,
Yeah.
they're called cut man.
Yeah.
So, what's the purpose of the financial advisor? They control the finance. They set up the.
Well, sometimes they're paid for your fight,
Mm-hmm.
or if you need outfits or shoes, or different stuff
Oh,
like that. They kinda
great
like the
banners. I
company.
didn't know that.
Okay.
So they get all that stuff together for you.
They front the finance, and then when the money come in,
Yeah.
they regroup what they got.
Mhm.
They pay you guys. Do they get a fee too? They get a cut as well.
Sometimes,
Okay.
like with me, they didn't start taking a fee out until I started making like top dollar.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Which is
So,
cool.
would you say Don King is a financial?
He was a promoter.
He's a promoter, so
Yeah, he's a
that's
promoter.
different.
Yeah.
A promoter is who promotes the fight.
Right.
Okay.
But then you got your managers and stuff that's up under him.
Underneath the.
But they all
promoter.
part of the same team.
Okay.
Hey
got
Trey,
it.
try
I'm
joining the
not
live
always
stream
looking
if
for
you're
your
still here.
content.
I mean, try joining.
I'm interviewing you. You're
Yeah.
breaking it down to us, which is very now. Being in that career, did it take you traveling a lot?
Yeah, I've been to
Can you share that with the viewers?
I've been to 35 of the 50 states.
Wow.
and
Trey,
3
try
countries.
joining the link. Maybe I can try joining the link if you can.
I've been to 12, 35 times. Okay.
And I know, you know what I'm saying?
3 separate countries. So
Yeah.
you fought outside the United States.
No, I went to camp.
Oh, you went to camp outside the country.
I
How
went to
was that?
Australia twice and Mexico.
Australia, Mexico. What was that experience
Oh,
like?
it was dope.
Okay.
The teams I went was like super cool.
Okay.
I went to Australia twice. I went with Blake Caparello.
Mm-hmm.
He was fighting one of the guys that I had fought before, Sergey
Okay.
Kovalev.
Okay.
And then I went with Danny Green, which he fought Roy Jones, he fought Antonio Tarver.
Okay.
You know, saying guys like that. I went to camp with him.
Okay. So when you went to camp with them, or you're like their sparring partner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're helping them train
Helping them
to
train, get
prepare
ready,
for
yeah.
the fight.
So what they do is like they bring me in. If I got a similar style to the guy that they're fighting, they would bring me in camps.
Oh my God, dude. How long are you gonna keep doing this? Just get to your damn point.
So they can get a kind of a gauge on the
Mhm.
guy that they're gonna fight. Sometimes it work in their favor, sometimes it don't.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
you know, that's why they bring me in.
Okay. Now let me ask you another.
Also, Trey, I sent you a link in the. I sent you a link in your Gmail. So if you want to join up, definitely check on your Gmail because I sent you a link.
Because as a lot of us know, regardless what sport they're in, usually when the money's coming in, the lifestyle, the fast lifestyle, they're spending left and right. Do you feel that you're financially responsible, and are you comfortable where you are financially now?
Well, I was young, man. You know what I'm saying? So young with all that money flowing in, it's
Right.
because we know it's gonna come back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Did any family member step in for financial guidance, or
No.
were you like supporting?
No, I didn't have none of that. I didn't have nobody to step in. Now, if I did, you know what I'm saying, I'd have been like more well off than I am now. But,
Right.
You know what I'm I'm saying?
Now, were
Oh
you
my
taking care of
God.
friends and family? Because in the Black culture,
I now understand why she lost another percentage of her whatchamacallit. Um, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Before, when I was doing content on LS, Jessica, everyone was saying Mel is more interesting. Mel is more interesting. And now it's like we get this boring shit from Mel, and now it's now LS was more interesting. LS was more interesting. It's like you can't win with the people.
when one makes it in sport, you have like a lot of people that depend on you.
What I would do is, you know what I'm saying, is after the fight, when I go home, I just take everybody out to eat. No matter who was there, I just take everybody out to eat. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I still got my own life
Right.
when I get home, because I didn't stay in Youngstown. I moved to Atlanta when I turned pro.
Well, I mean, to be completely fair, she's not really saying much beyond right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, because you don't give a damn about this story. She just wants him.
So, you know, we got bills and stuff down there, and it's high rent.
And then it's fast life in Atlanta,
yeah,
too.
and then, you know, I still got to break my training off his hand, my final financial, my financial.
Real quick, guys, how do I check if someone's been banned or anything like that? Because no one should be that way. No one should be, and the fact that it's happening, it's crazy. Because I went through experiencing thing with Rimrum, and I know Rimrum didn't block me or anything. It's just weird. I don't understand what's going on when it comes to that. So, where do I check if there's a ban list or something like that to make sure that Trey isn't banned? Anybody know what they need to do? Yeah, she said she was going to do that. I guess it got canceled. YouTube Studio. Let me check that real quick, guys, just to try and see what's going on. Because there should be nobody banned on my shit. I don't believe necessarily, like, unless my mods were to do it, but I only got one mod, so, and I know she didn't do it, so. Let me see the settings. Yeah, I don't see anywhere. I don't see anywhere where I can check if somebody's been banned. Yeah, I don't see it nowhere. Yeah, there's nothing here of anybody being banned. Yeah, nothing. Nothing at all. Alrighty, well, yeah, I got you guys, and none of you did that, so. Yeah, I know, guys, okay? Look. I'm just saying, I'm looking, I checked. There's nobody, there was nobody, there was only 2 hidden users. And there's nobody, and they're not there. So, and none of it includes Trey. So, I don't know what the heck's going on. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on at all. Sorry, Trey. I don't know what's going on, buddy.
Financial advisor off his end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then if I pick up a strength and condition coach, I got to break him off his.
Fitness condition coach.
Yeah.
That's someone who help you prepare for fight.
Get my body ready.
So everybody who's part of the team financially, you gets a cut.
But the thing that killed me though was getting in trouble.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
What kind of trouble you're getting into, Darnell? Let's get into that a little.
I kept getting caught with guns.
Okay, because you did share you have a gun collection.
Yeah, so I kept getting caught with guns.
Okay. And then that kind of thrown you off every
Kind of
time.
derailed you from You know what I'm saying? The path that you're on, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Now you were not licensed to carry, or
No,
why
no,
you got
no,
in trouble?
no, no.
Oh, okay, okay.
No.
No one on your team step in and say, "Hey, you like guns so much? Let's get
Dude,
you licensed."
look, I did
Well, that
speed it up. I speeded it up all the way to 125. Like damn. I'll try 150.
that time, you know what I'm saying? Now it's just me. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? My
okay.
financial advisor, he wasn't
He was
about it,
already
but he was still in my life. You know what I'm saying? He's still my great friend.
Right.
All he's talking about is his dumb. all he's talking about is his dumb, worthless career that no one even knows or remembers. And apparently, it was part time, I guess. And she's just doing whatever she can to make it seem like she's interested in his story, when in reality, she's interested in his pants.
To this day,
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
And we still even link every now and again, you know what I'm saying? But he went his way, but we still connected on this level, you know what I'm saying, over there, you know what I'm saying? But it was just
We're gonna be here till
Share with the
morning.
viewer, when you retired. We know that you're retired.
oh yeah, I retired last May. I had my last fight last night.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And was that a bittersweet? How did that feel?
I still got the bug. So like, you know what I'm saying? So even though like I said I'm retired, I still be wanting to get in. So I stay away from the gym. I got all the stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. With age, we all pick up a little pound
But,
here. and
yeah,
there.
so you know,
So you're not working out as much as you used to.
I'm working out now.
Oh, you gotta get back
But
in there
yeah,
now.
I definitely gotta get back in there. I'm throwing a few, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? But more like picked up my music and I've been moving a couple movies that's on Tubi and stuff like that.
That's interesting. Now let's get into your music, because prior to boxing, you were dabbling in music.
Right.
Okay, so now that you ended your boxing career, which you're pleased with, you're back into new music. I was going to cover a show you had like 2 weeks ago, was it? And time didn't permit because I'm in production. Why don't you share?
Well, I've never heard of you, and I don't think a lot of other people have heard you either. So if we don't even know you as a boxer, we damn sure don't know you as a goddamn musician.
With that endeavor, like your music.
Well, I have been doing music since I was 13.
Peacock.
I've been doing it off and on. You know what I'm saying? Like throughout my boxing career, like in between time, you know what I'm saying? I would get in the studio, drop something, but I never got to push it because as soon as I get like ready to, a big fight comes.
Oh.
So I put that to the back.
My
So
God,
you're
this
you're
story
a
has no
music
point.
career. So now that you're retired, you're kind of like
Getting into it now.
getting into it right now.
Yeah, and if something happen with it, cool. If it don't, cool. I got a lot to say, and I just want everybody to hear it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Now tell us a little bit about the show. Do you still make money when you have a business now?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Right now, it's just more of networking and promoting. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I ain't worried about really the money too much. That'll
Okay.
come later on.
Later.
Back end,
But that was a big show you had in Atlanta. What was it?
No, it was
No,
in Philly.
in Philly.
Yeah,
That was a big
yeah,
show.
it was a nice show.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, my cousin's record label do the show,
Okay, okay.
but I couldn't really get into for the prize money because of family. So you know, it's the same kind of bias, and I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hold up. Sorry about that, guys. I thought one of my neighbors was by the door. Anyway, so as we're going on about this, oh my God, you guys are going crazy in the comment section.
But
dipping or something?
yeah, but they laid it out for me. They introduced me to the crowd, gave all my accolades and everything. Like, it was dope.
That's
It was
good.
dope.
Why don't as we continue, why don't you tell the viewers your channel for your boxing and your channel for your music?
Oh, okay, yeah. So you can find my music on YouTube under Diesel, Deezol, and my boxing is up under Darnell Boone, DarnellBoone.
The D's.
The D's. You know what I'm saying? And shout out Side of Success Entertainment.
Okay. Now, moving to the third phase, we cover your boxing, we cover your music. See, I'm an independent filmmaker, and you're dabbling into film. Why don't you share with the viewer the project that you've been in?
Oh yeah. I got one of my homeboys. Well, it's all of my homeboys. Quad Daniels. He's one of the movie producers.
I can barely hear him, even at this pace. This is so goddamn boring.
I don't know.
Out of Youngstown. Jim Scott out of Youngstown.
Yeah, I mean, look at him. Look at him. He's like, I've been a boxer for 23 years. Okay, nobody knows you or remembers you. Oh, I've been in the music. Nobody knows who your goddamn music is. Oh, yeah, I'm doing all these new different products. Like, dude, you're clearly broke. That almost looks like pajamas. I'm sorry. That almost looks like the shorts almost look like pajamas. You're wearing a white tank top t-shirt, typical, like usually that's something you wear when you just got out of bed or some shit, and you're talking about projects that no one cares about. And look at the predatory look of Marianne. Like those are predatory eyes. Those are I'm looking for the next meal type of look. That is not, oh, I'm interested in what you're saying or whatever. I hope that dude feels uncomfortable, because if a woman looked at me or anybody for that matter looked at me like this with that intensity, dude, as I'm talking, no. Then there's something wrong. Like bells and whistles would be ringing in my head.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
They're indie filmmaker.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And
His name is Darnell Boone. Darnell Boone. Or wait. Yeah, Darnell Boone is apparently his name. I never heard of the dude. Pride and ego is exactly right.
his burger.
Okay.
Yeah, he got his own thing going on too. So between the three, they keep me in like.
Okay, that's good. And now you met Marianne.
Yeah, so
Throw you in as an extra, Darnell. Or maybe I'll write an entire script for him.
Yeah, I'm always in for working, or doing something entertainment wise.
Okay, that's wonderful.
You know what I'm saying?
So now that you retire,
bro, neither one of them find this interesting. You can tell.
They have work. Like, are you working? Like, what do I?
Yeah, I actually work with the mental health.
Okay. Okay.
With the autistic.
Okay, you enjoy that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
And I actually run a gym with two other guys, Mr. Burnside and Teddy.
Okay.
Called Burnside Boxing.
Okay.
Well, I mean, to give you guys what she's saying, he's just talking, he's just rambling at this point about his dumb, useless career. She's pretending to be interested for views, and also because she probably wants to get in his pants. And that's basically the summary of it. That's all the whole reason that they're doing this. That's that sums it all up. This boring ass interview is nothing, because he's rambling, he's broke, she's desperate for literally any type of interview to gain traction, which she got the opposite of. She lost people, and she's looking for a good time.
You mentoring younger boxers?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm always in whatever gym. I'm doing my 2 cents.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, to the fighters and what to do and how to move, even outside with just like.
Yes. Dr. Nini, you need to make a version drop of this. As the judge, I am now court ordering you to make a drop of this. You must save us from this boredom. You must make this interesting. I know your powers are not without limits, but they must do something to address this boredom. It's a crime against the internet to be this boring.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
I'm always somewhere around.
Okay. Now, before I close up, I was curious, because even though you retired, you're still connected with the boxing world, and you still have connections.
Exactly,
with people that are still in that realm. Give us 3 weeks ago that incident that happened with Clarissa Shield. That's laughing. Who was your take on that?
I mean,
which one are you talking about? Went on vacation and never came back. Which one are you talking about? Dang, you got to refresh my memory, sweet DJ. I don't remember.
Because you're part of that world.
It's kind of split.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're talking so much junk, you know what I'm saying? And somebody tell you it's on site or it's on site. That's just what it is. I mean, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if you know somebody just talking junk, you got to kind of let them do their own thing. It's kind of like the bully factor.
The bully factor.
You know
Explain the bully factor.
The bully factor is when, one, she's so much bigger than her. You know what I'm saying? She was just talking to junk, but that's what we do. We fight.
Fighters talk junk. They call that trash talk.
Yeah, but for you put your hands on me and take it to another level.
Right.
Oh, I remember now. I remember. Yeah, it was that. Yeah, I remember, sweet DJ. It was Jean. I think her name was Jeannie. Like, and they basically went together as on videos titled, dating advice with Jean and Marianne. I think it was. I think her name was Jean. That's who you're thinking about. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, she left and never came back. You're right. Damn, I forgot all about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, could have been me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That went all the way left.
Yeah, but now that you say that, she's always challenging to fight men. Would you
Yeah.
fight her if the money was right?
No, man.
You wouldn't fight her?
No. I mean,
Think she could take a brother
there'd be
on.
some rare cases where some females would do something with some men. I
Right.
got a mom that got hands.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right.
So,
And we know she had hand, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't go down that path
no,
with her.
no,
Okay, a lot of male boxers said the same thing. They wouldn't go down that path
no,
with her.
it went, what would you get out of it?
Right, because I always said that the man is the dominant one. Like
Yeah.
I don't care, not to put us down, but it's the order of nature. You know,
It's the order of nature. Wait a minute. Wasn't Marianne talking about trying to champion the victimization of women and saying how she was representing women and how she was trying to be one of the strong, courageous, independent women to stand up against a man oppressing her? And now you hear her say, "Oh well, not to put women down, but they need to." Not to put women down, but it's the natural order that the man is always dominant. So what she's essentially saying is none of you women can be dominant in your own lives. That compared to a man, she's compared to what she just said is compared to a man, you're always going to be in the submissive role. That's what she just essentially said. And I very much doubt many of you women agree. I mean, I'm for gender equality. I'm like, hey, men, women, you say 50-50, then it's going to be 50-50. And I hold it to a degree that a lot of women don't like. But I'm just saying, I don't agree with the notion that they can't be dominant. I'm just saying 50-50 means 50-50. You do half the work. She's telling you, you're always going to be the secondary. You're going to be the subordinate. Wow. Just incredible. And it's amazing to me. Like imagine hearing somebody say they advocate for you, but then they're going to immediately say, not to put you down, but I don't advocate for you. Well, she might be 10 times sober, but she's still the same amount of dumb before the rehab started. There's no cure for dumbness. Stupidity has no cure, I'm afraid.
Is the stronger party. So yes, you're absolutely right. Well, is there something you want to share with the viewer? I didn't ask. You want to put out there?
Some other people that I'm connected to, slightly different entertainment, Town Boss Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that for music and stuff that I'm affiliated with. You know what I'm saying? And everybody coming out with their own little thing. We got Town Boss Entertainment is our independent label. We actually got a few.
Oh, you know what this basically let us know? It let us know that when she's by herself and she thinks she's loved, I'm the strong, independent woman type. But when she's trying to get in good side with a man, she's gonna be like, yeah, us women ain't shit. We're always gonna be on the bottom compared to a man. Well, so you'd basically sell out all womankind just to get some dick. That's what you basically said to all the women you say you champion. And I hate to put it that way, but that's essentially what you said.
Artists up under our label, you know what I'm saying? Buddha Red, Dollar Balls, Two Down. You know what I'm saying? So everybody be dropping something. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for that.
That's right. I hope you guys enjoyed this interview with Darnell. He was on point. He gave us some clarity in the world of boxing. Please make sure you guys check out his page. And I'll probably have you on this summer. I have so much lined up for them. I was missing for a while, but I'm kicking back in with your interview, and I have a lot in store for all of them.
I'm with it, man. Just give me the time.
Oh God, there's more.
Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed this interview. I missed you all. I am back, and like I said, I have so much in store for you guys this summer. Until next time, Marianne. Bye-bye.
Oh God, she has more planned. More. Bro, how many subscribers do you gotta lose before you realize your shit is not liked? I'm sorry, but goddamn, you lost 1,000 more subscribers after this interview. Like, how do you not get the fact that your shit is not liked? Get with the fucking program, Marianne. Your shit is not liked. But anyways, guys, now that we covered this, there's actually a subject I want to get into. Since we got a lot more time. The interview that I know you can't wait, Miss Independent, I know. But I actually want to get into another subject that's recently been a hot topic. And so basically, if any of you guys been seeing what I've been posting lately, there was a situation that happened on June 3rd where McJuggernuggets, aka Jesse Ridgway, as you guys probably know him as, literally went public with the fact he terminated his kids, his son after 5 months. Now, I'm not here to drag you into a pro-life versus non-pro-life, pro-life, pro-choice thing. That's not the issue that I have with it. My issue is the fact that he literally said that the reason why he did it was because his kid had been diagnosed with the possibility of having Down syndrome as well as possible heart defects, and used that as a justification for why they were going to terminate the pregnancy, because because he felt, well, if it's not going to be a normal kid, then it's best that he just not be alive. And that was literally his reasoning. And, when he responded back to, and he made it public on purpose because he wanted people, because he wanted everyone to know that he did it. And now their argument for why he and his wife went public with it was, well, we wanted to touch it because we specifically knew it was taboo and we wanted to raise awareness of it. And but the problem that they didn't seem to understand is, well, one, people are going to backlash against you. That was a given, bro. You even said that your shit was taboo, and this is obviously a taboo. I know. And yeah, and then to make it even worse, right? To make it even worse, when people were backlashing, pointing out the fact that he was willing to spend so much to save a dog who had cancer and what have you, but terminated his own kid, his response was to call it vile, to say that it was hypocritical of people using Jesus or whatever to justify why they do it. And he said, yes, I know that people have full on, you know what? No, I'll show you guys what he said in his own post, and we'll read it together, because this is unbelievable of what he had to say in his response. Give me a second. I'll show you guys what he said. And it as a guy with autism, it pisses me off the way what he said. Let me just get to it. Okay. No. Let me just get to YouTube again. No. YouTube. Okay. McJuggernuggets. Go to his post. Go to his post. Now let me just schedule this. Share screen. Okay. So this is what he said in his comment right here. He says, and I'll read it to you guys. I'll read it to you guys. It says, and I'll zoom in. I'll zoom. Let's see how good is that looking. I hope you guys can see it. Let's read it together. I have never seen such hate and vitriol for two people grieving the loss of their unborn kid and making an impossible decision. Well, motherfucker, it wasn't impossible because you fucking did it. And then he said, the last 24 hours I was exposed to this side of humanity that is deeply disturbing. Yes, us getting mad at you terminating an unborn child because he was disabled is disturbing. Okay. Being called murderous pieces of shit, evil compared to Hitler, and receiving nonstop death threats. Yeah, from something you posted publicly. Okay, so you invited the shit. Seeing my 6-year-old dog with stage 4 kidney cancer disease be used as a weapon, manipulating my words in the intent in a tweet, or saying that we'll regret this decision forever and must repent to God is absolute insanity. I don't believe in God myself, but I would say you should regret the decision forever because your kid was ultimately not life-threatening. Yeah, and here's the thing. And here's the thing, right? You should regret the decision. You shouldn't look upon, ignoring the fact that your reasoning was demonstrous, right? You shouldn't look upon the fact that you did it and ever say, and ever say, I made the right decision, because it's not the right decision. Your child was not in a life-threatening scenario. It was not a case where if they didn't do it, the mother could die. It was a case of where your child was probably going to be born with difficulties, and rather than deal with that, you chose to have the child aborted at 21 weeks, five months, which means, you know, it wasn't just a clump of cells, as you'd probably like to comfort yourself with. Anyway, if you ever wanted to marvel the depravity of the people online, just check the replies to my latest tweet. Yeah, people getting angry at you for openly talking about you killing your own kid are depraved people. Okay. It's a shit show of epic proportions. This is reflective of the current world landscape we're all living in. Wow. Wow. Right, Ms. Independent. And then you're gonna say that this is the fact that everyone got mad at you was the fact everyone got mad at you was, and I quote to you, was the reflection of the type of life we live in. And then they try to make themselves be the victims. They're not the victims. They made a conscious choice. The child was the victim. What's more troubling is in these people use God or Jesus to justify for threatening us and wanting to cast us out. Seems pretty hypocritical. You know what's also hypocritical? The fact, Jesse, the fact that you actually will say in this comment section that you know that plenty of families adopt Down syndrome children, that they, and I quote to you, you know, and live, and you say they do all of these things, that they adopt it, put it up for adoption, they take care of them, and that they live good lives, and yet you chose not to do that. You admitted that plenty of people have Down syndrome children and they live wonderful lives, and the children contribute greatly to their lives. And yet you want to say that the better choice was to have your child aborted. That's hypocrisy in of itself. Right. Then they always cry and complain that they get heat for what they say. Exactly. You know, and you can find this all in his comment section. It pisses me off so much to read what he said, but basically it boiled down to exactly. And you know something, too. You guys want to know something too? It boils down to his comment section was claiming they're grieving parents, and that they're grieving parents, that they are the victims, that the child is not the victim, and that, you know, they were completely within the right to make their decision. And yeah, and that's just the reality of it. He calls himself a grieving parent, yet he's public. And that's another thing. He's not grieving. Okay, anybody who is truly grieving the loss of a family member, regardless if it's your kid, regardless if it's your aunt, your uncle, your grandma, whoever the case may be, you're not going public with it. You're not going public with it. If you intentionally go public with it, it's because you're not grieving. Grief is not, hey, Gabe, good to see you, man. He's not grieving at all. He made a conscious decision. He wanted everyone to know he made the decision, and they expected exactly. They wanted everyone to know the decision, and it's confirmed. He did do that. My sources confirm he did have his child aborted, and he expected to be praised for it and respected and understood. Just unfucking believable. And then you had somebody. You also had this dude. Let me go to his video. What was this video? Because I actually made a reactionary video out of what he said. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. What the former Ridgway. Actually, you know what? No, I don't even have to go this far. I can literally just hold up. I can literally just go through here. Not that one, this one. Guys, you are not going to.
What's going on?
The double talk that this dude did. And by the way, I got him to do double talk. I literally questioned him afterwards, like, because he says he had no association with the Jesse Ridgway Studios. And then I asked him, how did he have any positive relationship? And he contradicted himself because he said, answering your question is very simple. Before I worked in the Rigid Studios and I maintained a positive relationship. Him being in my series, yada, yada, yada. We've known each other for the better part of a decade now. Knowing and keeping in touch on good terms is not really that out of the ordinary. But he'll say in this video, and I recorded it, that he hasn't spoken to Jesse in months and that he doesn't have anything to do with them. But he made this whole video to try and defend them. And let's listen to what he has to say, because you guys are going to just go bonkers. Exactly. I mean, he was already famous beforehand, but this was, oh boy. Listen to this.
Hi guys, my name is Dominic Maso. You might know me as Jesse Ridgway's McJuggernuggets former videographer at one point in 2018. His former video editor for the better part of 3-4 years. Was a DIT specialist, production assistant on his latest movie, Don't Dream About Me. You guys probably know me if you're from.
Yeah, I know. Somehow I knew that's what you're gonna say. Yeah, I can't deny that. I can't deny that. Academic. I mean, Miss Independent. I can't deny that. It's given poverty.
From that community. I wanted to make this video because this shit has gone nuclear. Before this became what it was, it hadn't hit a national level yet. I am probably one of the few people that is still on good terms with Jesse Ridgway. I've chimed.
Pay attention. He said he's still on good terms with him, which implies continued contact, which he confirmed. Remember that.
In on a lot of other debates that you don't even know about. So I wanted to chime in on this because I'm already in the thick of it. And I do realize I said something. That's all.
And remember, he said something. So remember that.
Me. However, what most people don't know is because that I was one of the people that are still on good terms with Jesse, Rigid Studios, because I was a former associate, I myself was targeted. I have not even put a tweet out at this point. And
I have not put a tweet out at this point, but beforehand, he's literally said that he is in the thick of it because he said something. Now he tells us he hasn't even did a tweet about it. So which is it? Did you say something and are in the thick of it, or did you not say anything and are still attacked anyway? It can't be both. So this dude contradicts himself a lot in this video. And if you guys seen how he reacted, being insulted towards me, being insulted to anyone who gave him criticism, it just highlights how this dude is the worst type of defender ever. Like this, if you got somebody like this defending you, you don't need enemies. You don't need enemies with a defender like this.
was receiving threats from my Instagram DMs, tagged in comments on X, you name it. The average person probably would have minded their fucking business and just ignored it. But the thing is, I see so many things that are misconstrued, and I know.
Yeah, he's going to tell us we've got it all misconstrued, but watch what he does.
That when I use that wording in my fucking tweet, oh my God, people blew up. I want to explain that. And before anybody says anything, I am not being paid to advocate for Jesse, his wife, or anything like that. I have no ties to Rigid Studios anymore. I haven't had ties.
I have no ties to Rigid Studios anymore, but I'm on good terms with them. Let that sink in for a minute. I was not paid by Jesse Studios. Okay, no one said that you were. I am not. I'm one of the few people who have a good relationship with them still. I have nothing to do with them, by the way. Think about that for a moment. I have nothing to do with you, but I'm on good terms with you. Does that make any sense at all?
For the better part of 2 years, I've actively turned down contract renewals. There's nothing to gain from this video, from my opinion that I'm about to put out there. This is what I believe. This is my opinion, and I want to share it because I feel like there's a lot of shit that nobody knows about. Keep in mind, 75% of the people on this fucking story have not even heard about Jesse Ridgway until this sparked a global outrage.
Okay, that's a line. That's another lie, because he's saying, and I quote to you, 75% of people have never heard of Jesse Ridgway, aka McJuggernuggets, before this story went global. Yet he had over millions of subscribers because of the Psycho series that he did. And he was actually famously known of that. Jesse even calls himself the OG of YouTube. And there's actually some weight to that. Like a decade ago, when he was going around doing his Psycho series, I was a teenager. So Jesse's been around for a while. And true, he may not have been known as globally, but he is, and I noticed that too. But and he may not have been known on a global scale, mind you, but he damn sure was known on a national scale, at least, because everyone around the world knew who he at least in America, knew who he was, because he made a famous series that got him millions of views. It got him, I believe, a silver YouTube plaque. So, I mean, and he's trying to say 75% of people didn't even know who he was until this happened. Bullshit. Him and Pickle Boy, exactly. He's definitely one of the pioneers. Exactly. So there's no way you can be on YouTube from the time I'm a teenager and be well known for it, have a whole decade-long career being on YouTube, still be here, and 75% of people don't know you. That is not fucking true. Set up on the way thinking is right. Yeah, he probably doesn't live alone, I would imagine.
Not a lot of fucking people know much.
Oh, and there's a lot of toys here too. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong if you keep your childhood toys or anything like that, or maybe if you become a collector, again, no judgment. But I'm just saying it paints a picture. Urine colored ass.
About Jesse, and those who do are heavily convinced it's a hoax.
So that YouTuber that aborted their Down syndrome baby, he might have faked it for views, and that's horrible.
Now, there are rumors circulating around now that this entire thing is fake, and this is backed up by clips of his wife, who is supposed to be 5 months pregnant, who is absolutely not showing at all in any of these pictures.
But more and more people are having questions.
Yeah, Gabe, like I said, no judgment. I'm just saying it's not a good look. I mean, it's nothing against anybody who does it. I'm just saying it's not a good look.
About it, especially considering that Jesse Ridgway has a reputation for creating content based on rage bait issues and dragging them out for monetization purposes, only to find out that they're fake.
I can't believe that I'm actually I'm saying this, but like, if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you should probably sign off, man. You should probably not even say anything. And
so now he's telling all of the internet that we can't. That now he's saying that if you don't know whether this is real or not, you shouldn't be commenting. But dude, this is Jesse Ridgway is known for being a liar on YouTube. He literally fooled the entire internet for nearly a decade with his Psycho series. So how is it wrong for people to be questioning and saying, hey, we don't know if this dude's legitimately going through what he says he is? Yeah. Well, in Jesse's case, he actually was faking it the entire time. The entire Psycho series was fake, but he pulled it off so convincingly that for a better part of a decade, none of us knew, Gabe. And there was intense debate of whether it was real or not. But and that actually feeds into my point of him, you know, telling people not to talk if they don't know is ridiculous, because he's defending a dude who literally made a career off of making it hard to know if this is real or fake. So it's legitimate to look upon whatever he says and say, you know what, I don't know if it's true. It might not be. And this dude wanted to be like, oh, if you don't know, don't comment. Okay. Thanksgiving skills real, right?
No, a lot of people are actually saying that this is fake, that this entire thing was a publicity stunt, that it's staged, it's for clicks, views, monetization, whatever you think. I remember way back, I think it was 2019, late 2018, I was on board as an associate with Swift at the time. I just remember Jesse saying that we need.
I do too. Honestly, I do too. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with making stories on YouTube. Just, you know, don't lie to people and make them think it's real, you know, especially if you're going to portray trauma, bullying, potential child abuse, crazy psycho dad thing. Like, people should know it's not real. So, you know, they don't, like, cops had to be, fun fact, guys, cops actually had to be called over to the Jesse Ridgway house plenty of times because people were living nearby and thought the shit was real. And it got to a point to where Jesse would even comment himself saying, oh, the cops don't like us. So just keep that in mind.
Just start transitioning our content, because no one can decipher what's fake, what's real. And, you know, I wasn't around in 2020. I wasn't around in 2021. Yes, there was content that was still scripted. There was still fictional storylines. And there's nothing wrong with that. People are allowed.
Yeah, there is something wrong with that. When you literally make it so the internet can't tell what is real or not, you're creating false information, and it leads to stupid arguments. It leads to people thinking real problems are happening when they're not, and it causes people to become distressed. You know, there's nothing wrong when you do a scripted series and what have you, as long as you let everybody know it's scripted. When you literally try to make yourself famous and interesting because people think you're legitimately going through something that you're not, you create a false impression that hurts a lot of people, especially when they realize that they were fake. Like, think of all the people who were calling out a concern or thought, oh my God, he's going through something terrible. Like in the Psycho series, when a lot of people thought Jesse's dad was being so abusive to him and everybody wanted to send help and help him and what have you. Imagine how disappointed they were when they found out after 10 years, oh shit, this was fake. He wasn't really in trouble. He was perfectly fine and everybody was in on it. Like, dude, do you have any idea how emotionally scarring that is?
To tell stories still. However, when I was not on the channel and I was absent for those 2 years and I came back into the
facts, Gabe, facts. Truer words were never spoke. When you lie to your audience, you don't respect them. That is facts. That has to be the catchphrase of 2026. Don't lie to your fucking audience. Exactly, Dr. Nene, exactly.
as the official video editor, I noticed there was some truth to that. He had made a second channel that was solely for that kind of stuff. Real life vlogs, real shit that happened in his life. There's people speculating that his family didn't die, that was staged. Like, bro. And then there's people who are furthermore saying this is fake because of this.
Ow, you're standing on the baby.
You're not pregnant. Can we tell him it's fake yet?
No.
It's all scripted, guys. Once you realize that, like doing this series has taught me so much about entertainment, and it's just such bullshit. It's all fake just to get you guys to watch.
I cannot.
So you guys saw it too. You guys saw it too, right? This defender of Jesse literally just lectured everybody on the internet for not, and telling everyone to shut up because they don't know what's really happening. And yet he literally shows a clip where Jesse is telling everyone that the pregnancy was fake and that everything back in 2017, telling them everything is scripted. It's all bullshit. Don't believe anything. And we're also supposed to believe, and now mind you, it is true. They did do the abortion, but I'm just saying, being devil's advocate for a moment, you want to lecture people for doubting Jesse and yet you provide direct evidence where he's creating the narrative that it's fake anyway. Before he comes out and says, yeah, we terminated the baby. Like, even if I didn't know that it actually did happen, I wouldn't blame people for doubting it. I wouldn't blame them. And yet you ridicule the public for it. The public is right to doubt Jesse. They are right to doubt anyone who has a history of lying. You fucking idiot.
Believe that people are serious. Shooting your father for a fucking series and posing that as real is one thing. But to touch on a subject this sensitive, I don't think anybody could possibly be that stupid to make a series out of it, let alone fake it. The only
So everybody is stupid is essentially your message. Wow. Some defender you are. Don't be mad at Jesse, guys. You're stupid for doubting and not being sure if he legitimately did it or not. Despite the fact that I'm going to show you clips of him telling you it's fake and that everything is scripted. Oh, but you guys are foolish for not just automatically believing him. Okay, bro. Talk to the public like that. See how many friends you get.
point that people are taking from this headline is that they
very smug, Gabe. Very smug. Gaslighting 101 from a funny man child, sweet DJ. Oh, yeah. I mean, I agree. Miss Independent. You should. I always support skepticism over faith. 100%. He does sound stupid, but goddamn, gaslighting 101 from a funny man child. Sweet DJ, that was one of your best comments yet. Oh, man.
aborted a fetus that was diagnosed with trisomy 21, aka Down syndrome. But nobody takes into account stuff like this. Does it not state that there was a concern for miscarriage by 50%? Does it not state that they took the time to speak with doctors, friends, family about the matter? That there was concerns about heart defects, hearing challenges, vision problems. I don't know about you, but I don't think anybody has a place to fault anyone for this kind of decision when you're not the one that has to raise that kid.
And just like I said when I reacted to this video, by your logic, we shouldn't have child support. We shouldn't have child protective services because they're not the ones raising the kid. Therefore, they don't have any leg to stand on when it comes to determining the safety of a child. Obviously, that's false logic, and anybody with common sense can see why that doesn't work. And here's the thing. You're highlighting, okay, the child may have had birth defects. Oh, the child may have had vision problems. Oh, there was concern that there might have been a miscarriage at some point. Oh, they talked to doctors and they talked to family. Okay, you want to establish that they talk to other people in making the decision? Do you want to establish that doctors were concerned with the child's future? Okay, fine. But that doesn't change the fact that you're taking that doesn't justify the abortion itself, because that's eugenics logic. Oh, the child has this problems, is going to have this problems, may not even make it out of the womb, so let's just kill him. That's eugenics. It's eugenics. It's it's eugenics logic, basically, and it's demonstrous. Yeah, Williams. Not only that, but he's also saying that he cut ties with them, hasn't spoken to him in 5 months, but he's also defending him and is still on good terms with him, and told me in a comment section, said in a comment section that to me, that I showed in my latest video, that in actuality he actually still is in contact with them, and that's not out of the ordinary. He's basically saying abortion, samortion. What's the big deal? The big deal is he's justifying the fact he's justifying the fact that he's trying to justify Jesse's reasoning for aborting the kid was because the kid was going to supposedly have Down syndrome. And even though the kid could have had a perfect life and what have you with the proper support in 2026, they're saying in 2026 they decided to abort him even though they knew other opportunities that would have allowed the kid to live were available. But because he was disabled and quote unquote not normal, they decided to terminate him. And this dude is trying to yeah, exactly. And then he's trying to defend that action. Yeah, and then he's trying to defend it. And yeah, 21 weeks, that child was not a clump of cells. Yeah, they aborted the child in 21 weeks. And again, it's all the reasoning is entirely selfish. They didn't want to raise a kid with Down syndrome, so they terminated him.
You're not the one that's in that situation. But here's something maybe we could all agree on. Some of the things said, I wouldn't have said. Like calling your kid a glitch. I'm not even going to try to defend that. But then the story developed a little bit. Then TMZ came out with this.
Yeah, of course I'm glad my dad didn't terminate me. But I'm normal. So
I'm glad my dad didn't terminate me but I'm normal. Let's listen to that again.
And that, but then the story developed a little bit. Then TMZ came out with this.
yeah, of course I'm glad my dad didn't terminate me. But I'm normal. So
yeah, you heard that directly. The guy trying to defend him is literally going to show that he literally said said, I'm glad my dad didn't terminate me, but I'm normal. It's not a joke. That's fucked up, Gabe. That's fucked up. Yeah, what is normal? Exactly. That's fucked up, Gabe. But I'm normal. That's yeah, we can't define what normal is either. Exactly.
Bruh, listen, I want to believe that what he just said was misconstrued. Like this photo, simpler times. You do realize how that could be easily misconstrued, right? Like, probably not good to post that, bro.
What the fuck do you mean it was misconstrued? That's the thing. This person is trying to say, oh, yeah, that was a misconstruation that, I want to believe it's misconstrued. But it's like, dude, it's directly coming out of his own mouth. There's no misunderstanding there. And your whole video was about telling everyone, though the internet has misunderstood things, it's all it's a misconception. And then you're like posting these videos showing directly that he literally said that he was glad he didn't get terminated because he's fucking normal. And you want us to believe it's a misunderstanding that we say he killed his kid because the kid had Down syndrome. Exactly. That's what a lot of people are saying. He's making it worse. Oh, boy.
I'm not your PR manager, but what the fuck? I can't defend that. I can't.
Oh, suddenly the man can't defend it. He said he was defending Jesse. Now suddenly he can't defend it. No, it's not helping the case at all. No, and when I saw this, I was like, bro, this dude cannot be serious. This dude cannot be serious when he made this argument.
And what I will defend, however, is their choice. It's her body. It's her choice. And I understand. They put it out there for the world to be judged. I'm not saying any one of you can't.
No, he doesn't, actually. Clearly, he don't.
Have an opinion about it. I know that Ashley even tweeted at one point.
And by the way, he's saying we can have an opinion about it, But he said that if we didn't know whether it was real or not, we needed to shut up. So can we have an opinion about it, or do we need to be informed before we can express what we think? He does look like a Grand Theft Auto NPC. You guys are killing me. These comments, keep it up. They're great. They're fantastic. Right?
That because her stomach wasn't showing that it's fake. I hope you guys do realize that there are people that don't show at 20 weeks pregnant. And this is a perfect example of people not knowing what the fuck they're talking about. Did your sister have a long history of creating fake storylines? Actually, to an extent, yes. Where you're...
What the hell? What do you mean? Actually, listen to what he just said. Listen, he was asked a direct question. If his sister had a history of making fake storylines, and he's like, actually, yes. Well, you do know actually implies the opposite. I mean, bro, you're saying words, you don't even understand what it means. That poor shirt smells like sweaty BBs. Right?
Storylines presented as obvious fiction, or did you trick the internet into believing that they were real like Jesse did? Yes, I did a series for 2 years where I went into an abandoned sewer drain system hunting a fucking maniac, and some of the fucking videos went viral. Guess who were in some of those videos? My sister. I've said it in one of my tweets, and I will say it again. The man has been vlogging every single aspect of his life to the public for the last 15 years. Some of the most vulnerable moments of his life. To question why he would even film it, your answer's right there. He's been...
Yes, he is. And I don't understand what his point is. He's literally, basically what he's telling everyone is, Jesse's a liar, I'm a liar, therefore you should be surprised. That you shouldn't be surprised that it's hard to understand what we're saying. Like, he lived in the sewer. Hey, Francesca. Oh, there you are. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, boy.
Doing it for forever. To say that this whole thing was orchestrated for national outrage and personal gain is ridiculous.
How is it ridiculous when you yourself have painted this narrative that this is exactly what you guys would do? You guys have even said for 2 years you were doing... he needs to shut the fuck up, right? ASAP. I know, Miss Independent, because he's saying now that it's ridiculous that we would say that this was outstaged. Now, I don't think it was staged as far as the termination of the baby. When I was researching it, it said everything is said that was confirmed, but and his reasoning seems to have been there. But I'm just saying, from the position where people think it's all staged, they have legitimate reason to. And this dude is trying to say they're ridiculous for doing that while giving you every ounce of evidence for an admission for why you should think it was fake. Like, what the fuck? Please shut up. Exactly. Oh. Until he could rent a room in a weed house. Oh, Miss Independent. Oh, you're cutting deep today.
It's asinine. I'm not even really trying to defend him at this point anymore. Genuinely, people just...
How is any of this a defense? Bro, you made him look worse. Worse. You didn't provide a defense. You didn't say, well, God, you told the internet, you even have it in what the internet is missing. We got something all wrong. There's a misunderstanding. Yet, you're giving us the exact opposite with what you're saying.
They cannot comprehend what this guy has been doing his whole career. And I would know because I've clipped and edited all of these videos dating back his entire life. Literally childhood videos. I'm not even going to start the pro-life versus pro-choice debate on here. We clearly know where I stand with that, but I want to reiterate, okay? It is okay for you and me to have different opinions about this.
But you told us to shut the fuck up if we're not fully informed. But now all of a sudden we can agree to disagree. Okay.
This outrage directed towards me is because I'm defending Jesse. But as you can see from what we've discussed, I do not support his every decision. The way he's worded some things, not the route, not the way to go. I agree 100%.
Oh, I gotta read that. You would be the public that gets you 25 years when you're only looking at 2 years probation. William. Oh, dude. That was a golden comment. That was gold, bro. That was gold. Oh, William, that was brilliant. And you're right. Oh, I'm trying so hard to behave.
Should it have been kept private? Probably. At the end of the day, he is his own person. I am not his PR manager, believe it or not. I'm not being paid to advertise my opinion out here.
No one gives a flying fuck if your opinion is being paid for or if you're giving it for free. The opinion is ignorant, contradictory, and it's overall hypocritical. Shut the fuck up.
Remind you, I'm not employed by Jesse. I don't even have monetization enabled on my channel or any of my social media for that matter. I haven't even talked to Jesse in months. I'm making this video because I feel like this needed to be said. I was involved even before I put a tweet out. Why? Because I had former ties to British Studios? I don't know. Oh yes, I put a fucking tweet out. Wish I never did. But at the same time, I'm really happy that I did because this shit is not talked about enough. People have so much hatred in their hearts.
But you literally told everyone who did not know what the situation was to not be around and to not be around. I'm confused. So is it we don't talk about this enough now when you just said we should only talk if we're informed? You're not making much sense, my guy.
They immediately jump to the first conclusion of being hostile. As much fun as I've been having on the X replies, I'm not trying to stir anything. But when you come after me, you come after my family, you come after my girlfriend, you come after personal things in my life that you don't know the first fucking clue about, yes, I'm gonna get hostile.
Nobody went after you. In fact, I didn't even know who you were until you made this video. And the only thing I did when making the video was highlight how you kept saying these contradicting things. Oh, you don't have anything to do with Jesse Ridgway. Oh, you have a good positive relationship with him. Oh, it's ridiculous that you find that you don't just instantly believe him when he says he and his wife got aborted the baby. Oh, then you're going to show us clips of him saying everything is scripted and the pregnancy isn't real. Oh, then you're going to say that we're ridiculous for not believing it. Then you're going to say you can't defend what you're trying to defend and say it's a misunderstanding and then saying you're just hoping it's a misunderstanding. Like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Shame you for having your opinion. Everybody's entitled to what they believe in. Yes, they made it public. Yes, they made it your business.
Dishonored or
There's a
discharged.
certain way to go about it. I want to put this on the record now. I'm not.
Ooh, here's yesterday. Dude's dad was posting X about his son and their decision. I'm like, stop doing this in public. You don't need to talk about your son on X. Yeah, exactly.
Not supporting my friend murdering anybody. I'm supporting my friend making a decision for his family that he thought would be right.
And he's his friend now. Again, someone he said he had nothing to do with. Someone who he says he's not defending. That he's also telling us he is defending. Let that sink in for a moment.
Was the right decision or the wrong decision isn't up to you or me. It's up to them. This is getting into pro-choice versus pro-life, and I'm not going to get into that because nothing I say will change what you think. And I'm not here to change how you think. And listen, I understand by me making this video, being as open as I am about what I agree with and what I don't agree with, ties might be cut with me. And you know what? I've openly backed Jesse for the better part of the last 5 years. But I'm
So ties are cut with you now? So wait a minute. How can ties be cut if you don't have anything to do with them? Chat, does that make sense? I'm on good terms with you guys, but now I think ties might be cut. Oh, and by the way, I have nothing to do with you. And I've had nothing to do with you. Tell me that makes any type of sense. You can't cut ties if you're already not, if you have nothing to do with them. Dumbass. And I'm sorry, I don't like to use profanity and what have you. I like to, have an air of professionalism with me. But I mean, it just gets to the point to where you just have to say, this is fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up.
just not afraid to say what I agree with and what I don't agree with. How he's going about it to a certain extent, I don't agree with. His choice, however, I do.
He sounds like where he should be for his age is young, Bash, and doesn't have his own thoughts in his own head yet because he has never had a situation to really question stances on life until now. Oh, man. He could be. He could be. Yeah. It is crazy. But Gabe, that's actually a very insightful point. It could be very true. Damn, that's a good point.
And I just want to state for the record, if you did decide to have a baby that had Down syndrome, autism, whatever the case may be, I'm not shaming you. I have the utmost respect for you. I don't want anyone to think for a second that I have anything against autism, Down syndrome, anything in that nature. Matter of fact, when I was most active on YouTube, 50% of my audience had Down syndrome. A lot of fans that
And yet you're defending the idea that the child who has Down syndrome should be terminated if the parents think it's right. So think about what you're saying. 50% of your audience could very well have never been born because the parents could have easily said, well, we don't want to deal with a difficult child who has a disability, so let's terminate him because he doesn't fit our standard of life. You're defending that, jackass. So 50% of your audience would not be alive if people followed your views. Right. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, Gabe, you might be telling the truth, but I'm just saying, like, how do you have this cognitive dissonance? I'm really asking, how do you have this cognitive dissonance where you're sitting here trying to say, oh, well, what you do on what? Sorry, I'm getting upset now, so my words are getting mixed up. How do you have this duality where you literally try to defend the idea that somebody should be terminated at 5 months because they're disabled, and we're not, and because we're disabled, and the parents don't want the financial and possible emotional difficulties, and then you're going to say in that same breath that you defend the idea of killing a child at that age because of the disabilities, that 50% of your audience is with that same disability. You prefer them to be eliminated at birth before birth for that disability, and say you have no issue with them. Do you not understand what? God, like the fact that I even have to explain this. Oh my God. Unbelievable is right. There's literally no other word for it. Wow. Oh boy. I don't drink alcohol, but this would be one of the few times I'd say I need a drink. Mr. Judge radio program, right?
I met had Down syndrome. I don't think there's a defect or a glitch in anybody. Down syndrome kids, autistic kids are some of the most happiest kids in the world. I'm not.
And yet you're defending the idea of eliminating them literally because they're autistic and or otherwise Down syndrome? Well, academic. But seriously, yes, because I mean, I have never heard of this. I actually have to take a minute and pause. I have never encountered this level of stupidity. 28 years, I have never encountered somebody who will so blatantly defend the idea of eliminating undesirables, then argue he wasn't defending that, even though he believes the mother should be able to do it if it's her body, her choice, and then wants to tell us that there's no glitch, there's no issue, that Down syndrome and autistic kids are the most happy and unique children in the world, and there's nothing wrong with them, and 50% of his audience are disabled kids, and he's still okay with his friend and defending his quote-unquote friend. The symphony has nothing to do with it, killing his unborn child literally for the very same disabilities. I mean, help me out, guys. Help me out. Please tell me I'm not the only one lost here. Please tell me I'm not the only one whose brain is just is crashing right now with this level of stupidity. I can't. I can't. Please tell me humanity can't be this stupid. Please tell me I'm dreaming. Tell me I'm not awake right now. Please tell me I'm still in my nice, beautiful bed and this is all a dream and I never encountered this stupidity. Please tell me it. Oh boy.
Denying that. I grew up a Christian my whole life because I was involved in the church most of my life. I filmed promotional videos for Tim Tebow's foundation, Night to Shine. I've been surrounded by kids with Down syndrome, adults with Down syndrome. I've been on mission trips out of the country seeing people with Down syndrome. I can't fault anyone for making the choice to not go through with the birth where they might have Down syndrome. It's not.
What? Oh my God. Please tell me you heard that. Tell me you heard that. No, guys, really listen to what he just said. After giving us a whole spiel about how his audience have Down syndrome, his audience has Down syndrome. 50% of his followers have Down syndrome. Autistic and Down syndrome kids are the best children in the world, according to him, and are very happy. There's no glitch. There's nothing wrong with them. And yet he cannot fault someone for terminating a child with Down syndrome. I have no words. Chat, you guys got to give me some words. You guys always know exactly what to say to this. You guys always know what to say to this. I'm losing words to describe how stupid this was. Oh boy, where do I even begin to address that? Where? I mean, the amount of brain cells I'm losing just to try and comprehend this perspective. It doesn't, exactly. And how does he know that who has Down syndrome, who follows him? Drugs. Yeah. We can't make sense out of nonsense. Yeah, you're right. He was successfully young without relying without really having to pay dues. He thinks because he has a following, his thoughts and insights are valid. Yeah. Hey, you're right, Miss Independent. It's the same bullshit. Exactly. It is bullshit. But yeah, you're right, because he's the same dude who will say 75% never knew who Jesse was. Who never knew who Jesse was. Before this incident, and we know that's not true. So how are we supposed to trust him to know his actual percentage of people who were with him when he started? This is, oh boy, 2026. Will you ever cease to amaze me? I'm going that one word, bullshit.
Not easy, man. That's not my place to judge. Maybe it is for you, but it's not for me. All right, guys, I've said enough. I'm gonna put this video to a close. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. I wish them the best of luck. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys on my next video probably in another 8 months.
Wow. Can you? And I think Gabe has a point here. Where did Gabe say? He made a very good point. He hasn't done any real thinking in life yet, and that's his biggest problem. Probably. Yeah, he said enough. Oh boy, and when I did it, and guys, look, when I did I want to show you guys his comments too, because look, this is what I said. I quoted him when he said he has no association with Juicy Studios, and I said, in that case, how do you maintain a positive relationship? While it is understood that you no longer work with them, stating that you are on good terms with them suggests ongoing communication. And his response was this. Answering your question very simple. Even before I worked with Rigid Studios, Jesse, I maintained a positive relationship by collaborating together. Blah, 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 blah. Decade ago, da, 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 da. We were on good terms. But he says, we've known each other for over the better part of a decade now. Keeping in touch and being on good terms is not out of the ordinary. But he said he hadn't been in contact for 5 months. So I said, you do maintain contact. How do you claim to have nothing to do with them then? And then he said, and he never responded to that. But then he says, but then when I made my video, debunking what he said, this is what he had to say to me. You are really trying hard to create a gotcha moment here, but it's actually very simple. When I said nothing to do with them, I meant business perspective. I didn't think a literal judge would try and turn my comment section and commentary into a courtroom drama over something self-explanatory. Well, I don't know. Right. You can't tell me you won't get a life sentence for trusting him. Well, first of all, dude, I'm not a real judge, and most people with common sense understand that. I mean, I've made nothing tells you that I am a judge in real life. So I don't know what you mean by courtroom drama. And then he says, having a personal friendship with someone is not the same thing as having a personal association with their company. But you said you hadn't spoken to him in 5 months. What friendship lasts 5 months without speaking? And then you said, I haven't even worked for Juicy Studios in 2 years. I don't represent the brand. I don't get paid by them. And I have zero to say about their business operations, which wasn't my point. And then she said, I saw you made a 39-minute video to debunk me in every literal word I say, where you admitted you literally can't prove I'm being paid right now. Good luck with that search, Your Honor. You can't wait for part 2. No one was saying that you were paid for them. You're making the argument you weren't paid. And then you say, knowing someone for 10 years and occasionally checking in as a friend doesn't make me a corporate plant. You don't need to put on a judge robe to stretch the basic common sense into a federal case. Who talks like that? Guys, literally, who talks like that? I don't know, Files. That's something that I encountered when I was on... No, that was actually the commentator. No, Sweet DJ. That was him. That was the main guy. He was saying that. Stacks thinks I'm a real judge. The Hebrews thinks I'm a real judge. This guy thinks I'm a real judge. And all I had to do was call myself Mr. Judge and create a screenplay and copy a screenplay that I made that I found off the internet. That's all I did, and it's enough to get. And it's enough for everyone to think I'm a real judge. Yeah, let them think that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. They're stupid, and you're right, sweet DJ. Yeah, I might as well let them think that. That's all they're going to think no matter what. Go with it. I know. The Hebrews, I know. Well, anyways, so here's another thing that he does. When I point out, but here's what I do. I point out, like, all of his contradictions or whatever, and he said, you're still completely confusing explaining context with personally defending actions. Let me break it down for you. And he says all this bunch of hobbledegook or whatever. And I said, and I told him, you can keep trying to make contradictions denying that you made contradictions all you want, but your own video and text say otherwise. There's no taking out of context. You said you were defending him and that the internet misunderstands, and you said it's not your job to defend him as well. The more you try to deny your own words and insist that I don't understand, the more you make it obvious that I caught you in a lie. Boom. You don't have to match them per words and be as much as they want to. If they want to send you 2 mountains worth of shit, just send them like 3 or 4 more words right back at them. And let them look foolish for putting a mountain of text to try and drown out what you're trying to say, guys. But here's another example. There was this guy who said there was another person, and his response just shows how negative he is. Yeah, right here. This person also sees for what he did, and this is his response. Did you watch the video? You did watch the video, right? Where does it say I don't agree with I don't agree with his decision to have the abortion? I publicly backed up for his choice. Did you pull that assumption out of your ass? I'm confused. Dude is disrespectful to everybody. Majorly disrespectful. Yeah. Well, anyways, guys, this was a good live stream. That's all I got for it tonight. You guys were a wonderful audience. Yes, very disrespectful. Wonderful audience. I hope to see you guys all in the next one. Definitely subscribe to Miss Independent. Definitely check out her channel. I have every confidence she's going to make a very good live streamer, a very good YouTuber. And this was a wonderful first live stream at my new place. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care, guys. Yep, tap that like button as well. Later.